Hi guys, welcome to another warm-up class. This is our warm-up class number 4 and is our last one before tomorrow. Tomorrow we start our free course, Speak and Understand Portuguese, okay? So we're gonna have our course about pronunciation and about comprehension in Portuguese. It will start tomorrow and today is our last warm-up class before the course. Okay, so welcome everybody. Nice Sunday for you. Are you fine, guys? Everybody's fine. So here is a little bit cold today in Brazil. the weather is changed, but yeah, I'm fine as well. Okay, and hi. So today I will provide you some examples about why sometimes words they sound like together in Portuguese. You need to understand a phrase and you understand all of the things stuck together, and I will explain you why it happens and some types for you to understand more. Okay, I'll give you some types and some words, some things that you can do to understand better when it happens with you. Okay, so we're gonna start. There's a mosquito here. Okay, so we're gonna start. So it's important to say that when you listen to a phrase in Portuguese, hi, hello. When you listen to a phrase in Portuguese, to a sentence, to an explanation, whatever. So when you listen to it, you need to consider that if it comes from a native, people will speak very fast. It's normal. And it happens with all language. So you need to take care about that, because sometimes the problem is not to understand the words, but the problem is the speed that the people is talking with you. So if this people is speaking so hard and so fast, you can say, please, could you speak slowly? Can you speak slowly for me to understand better? So this is the first point. Okay, you have the speaking speed, and it hinders you to understand better. Okay, but the phrases sometimes it sounds like stuck together because of some contractions that we do in Portuguese. I will show you some examples of contractions that we do, and some letters that we pronounce together, others, and it sounds like so different. And I will provide you types to understand better when it happens, okay? And to practice this kind of things to not be surprised. And we also use a lot of abbreviations. So when you are speaking, for example, as in English, you are, you say your. And in Portuguese it also happens with some verbs. So when you say, for example, eu estou, so I am, eu estou, many times we pronounce eu tô, and not eu estou. So eu tô, and it happens many times. This is so informal, but we say like this, and probably so it's better for you. Probably you will see a Brazilian speaking like that, so it's better if you study that form as well. Okay, this kind of abbreviations. And that's it. We also have some junções, when it means when two letters they are like connected, and the sound will be different in that case. So the sound will be not so clear to understand what is the letter, and two letters together sometimes it will sound differently. So it's also a thing that you need to be careful, okay? Yeah, that's exactly that. Eu tô, it means eu estou. Yeah, we use it a lot. I will show you examples. Yeah, we use it a lot in Portuguese. Okay? Another point is about articulation. When you are speaking our native language normally, or a language that we are so comfortable with, we don't articulate very well. So sometimes we are speaking Portuguese, or people is speaking Portuguese with you, and they don't pronounce the words, they don't articulate the phrases and the sentence as you have learned it with your teacher. So yeah, it will also hinder you with your comprehension. That's normal. Okay, that's normal. All right, let me show you some examples practical examples. Today is Sunday, so I told you that the class would not be so theoretic like this because it's Sunday, so let's have some fun. So I'll show you phrases and how you would pronounce these phrases, how a native would pronounce it, and how it's more possible for you to see people pronouncing, okay? Let me see only if I have other points. Yeah, okay, so the other points I'll talk with you later. Okay. Guys, I will take off the comments and like that you can see better the phrases, okay? After I return with that. Yeah. Okay, no comments right now. So, examples. Examples that I have that I think it's will be useful for you. The first example, today the phrases have numbers. The numbers help us. So, number 1, the first phrase, as casas azuis, okay? Why I put here this example? Because we have many S in these phrases, and we have also the sound of Z, the sound of the letter Z. So azuis, it means blues. When you have think blue, like this blue, and you have more than one thing, so it will be azuis. And as casas azuis. So when you listen to it, it will be pronounced together, and that's the point. When you have the letter S at the end of a word, for example, as casas, it will make the connection with the other word if this word starts with a vowel, okay? So in that case, as casas. So as casas azuis. I know it sounds like crazy, as casas azuis, but yeah, we pronounce like this, we pronounce all together when you have this kind of situation. A word that finish with S and another word that starts with a vowel. And the S in Portuguese with a vowel, it will have a sound of Z and not a sound of S. So you have casas, so C-A-S-A, so the S is between vowels, so it will have the Z sound, casa, and the last S with the other vowel will also have the sound of Z again, so casas azuis, and zuis is the Z of the word azul. Okay, so in that case, you have many sounds of Z in that example, in its example, and it's very common to see things like this. Okay, casas azuis, as casas azuis, and when you listen to that, you think, oh my God, what is this guy saying? What is that word? Where is that? And so yeah, it's one thing that it's a point for you to care about. Okay, when you were studying Portuguese, in your Portuguese studying, try to pronounce when you are trying to pronounce words and read phrases, make it in count, okay? See that and try to repeat like this. Example number 2. So this is a phrase: vou fazer vídeos hoje. So I will produce videos today. Vou fazer vídeos hoje. If I pronounce like this, I don't help you, because we will not pronounce like this in the real life, but don't pronounce like this. So as you can see, I put an X, X, and every word that we see with this little X, we don't pronounce the letters. So instead of vou, we pronounce vou. Fazer, the R at the end we don't pronounce, so fazer. This is very often. Every time you see a verb in Portuguese in the infinitive form like this one, fazer, with the R at the end, many times Brazilians don't pronounce the R. Many times. This is very, very common. And this is a thing that happens in all country, em todos os lugares do Brasil. And every time we pronounce like this, okay? We don't pronounce the R at the end. So, and also the vowel at the end when you have two vowels together. So, vou fazer. This is more common. Vou fazer. Then it is not different. I can understand if you say vou fazer and vou fazer. Yeah, but in other examples with other contexts, with other words together, it will make difference, okay? And in the second case you have vídeos, hoje. And hoje, it's a word that starts with H, but the H we don't pronounce in Portuguese, okay? It's a letter that we don't pronounce in Portuguese. It has no sound in Portuguese. So we don't pronounce hoje, we pronounce hoje. The H has no sound. So S plus the sound of the vowel O, it will have a sound of Z again. So you have the sound of Z again here. Vídeos hoje, vídeos hoje, vídeos hoje. Vídeos hoje is like a Z, okay? If it would be like a Z. So, vou fazer vídeos hoje. As you see, the pronunciation is very different to say like this, instead of saying vou fazer vídeos hoje. We don't say this, we don't say that way, okay? We pronounce things together and it happens in the pronunciation as well. Of course, I am from São Paulo, so this is more related to my pronunciation, to the pronunciation of the region I live. I have some relatives from other places of Brazil, and yeah, some things they pronounce like us in São Paulo, but some things is different. But as I told you, it's not possible to give a pronunciation that I don't have. Okay, so the pronunciation here in this region of Brazil is like that. Okay, it's very common. So, vou fazer vídeos hoje. Vou fazer vídeos hoje. Try to repeat, okay? Vou fazer vídeos hoje and as casas azuis. All together. As casas azuis. Okay? Nice. Okay. I have more, guys. I have more examples like this one. I have more. Let me see. Let me choose one here. This one is fine. This one is fine. So, two examples again. In that case, you have the phrase number one. You have the first word finishing with an S and the second word with R. So, vamos sair. Sair, it's a verb in the infinitive form. It means to leave, to get out. So, we don't pronounce this R. Very often we don't pronounce this letter R. So, and the letter S as well. Okay, the letter S in that case we will not pronounce because the second word don't start with a vowel. So if it doesn't start with a vowel, I cannot pronounce together. So the S I will not pronounce. Okay, this is very common to see. So people pronounce vamos sair. Vamos sair. And not vamos sair. As you see, vamos sair, I need to say vamos, make a little stop and sair. Vamos sair. But when I don't pronounce the S and the R, vamos sair. It sounds like more together. Vamos sair. Okay? So, pay attention to it when you listen to Portuguese, okay? Example number 2, the second example here. Vamos abrir a loja. Vamos abrir a loja. But vamos abrir, it ends with S and the other starts with A. So it will be together with the sound of Z. Vamos abrir. Vamos abrir. Vamos abrir. As you see, the sound is an Z. So when you listen to it, you think, oh my God, I don't know any word with the sound of Z in this context. So it's not a matter of know or don't know a word. It's a matter of understand how they pronounce things, how natives pronounce things, how the word will be articulated. Okay? So, vamos abrir a loja. This is the way teachers pronounce. But the way we pronounce is vamos abrir without the R. So, vamos abrir a loja. Vamos abrir a loja. Okay? It sounds different. Okay? All right. Let me go back with the comments. Just a moment, guys. Yeah. Yes, now it's back. Do you have more examples like this? Did you know this, guys? Did you have these informations? Have you already faced a situation like this with this kind of words? The things that the things that sounds more together, more glued and stuck together in Portuguese are with this kind of sounds, with the sound of Z, with the sound of R that we don't pronounce, and sounds of vowels. It is the most difficult thing to understand when you listen to it together. Okay? Let me see. Okay. I have another example. So, if you don't have any comment, I will take it off again, and after I come back, okay, with the comments. It's only for you to see my screen better. Yeah. I have this one. Is this one? Let me see. It's not this one. Yeah, yes, it's that one here. So I have a reels, a short video that I made some weeks ago with the second example. You have here two phrases, and the reels was about the second example. And some people asked me that, Dani, I don't understand why you made a video like this. So I will explain today, and it's also a very good type for you for your Portuguese. So the first phrase, quantos anos você tem? Quantos anos você tem? So as you see, I pronounced it all together, as I normally say in my life. So S with vowel again, okay? Quantos anos? Quantos anos? Together. Você. So when you see você in Portuguese, it means you. So every time we don't pronounce vo, so we pronounce only se. So se. Let me see an example. Quantos anos você tem? So I can pronounce only se and not você. It's possible to pronounce você, but it's very common to see people pronouncing only se. So quantos anos você tem? So as you see, it's different when you stay with a person. Quantos anos você tem? We don't pronounce like this. This is like Google Translation pronouncing Portuguese. It's not as you say in our life. Okay, so quantos anos você tem? It's very common to sound like this. Okay, quantos anos você tem? Quantos anos você tem? Quantos anos você tem? Oh my god, so hard. And it means how old are you? Okay, how old are you, or how many? Yes, how old are you is better. Okay, the second example. It's really fine. Como é que vocês estão? Como é que vocês estão? Okay, you learn this. You learn the pronunciations like this. But when you pronounce it, we say you have como, and it ends with a vowel. And after you have another vowel. É. It means is, okay? In English, it would be like is. So how is, yes, it would be like, what are you? But in Portuguese, we use how, it means como. So, como é. So we don't pronounce the vowel O, because we will pronounce it together. So, como instead of como é. So, como que vocês, we don't pronounce vo, it's possible not to pronounce vo. Many times we don't pronounce, so como que vocês tão, de estão, we pronounce only tão, okay? It was a video that I made some weeks ago, and many people told that, yeah, Brazilians pronounce like this. It's true. Like, it would be sound like this, okay? I put here only for you to have. So, to have an example, it would pronounce like como é que vocês estão? Como é que vocês estão? It's very, very different, and it's funny. Yeah, it's funny. Como é que vocês estão? And seis, the number 6 is like we pronounce cis. So vocês, seis. It's very common to see like this. It's the same in English when you say I love you and I use the letter U. So this is the same. Como é que vocês estão? Many times you will see people pronounce like this. Okay? Many times. It's very often. So it is the video I made and people didn't understand what I put that. Como é que vocês estão? It means como é que vocês estão. Okay? All right. Let me see another example. This one. Yeah. This one. This is an example with vowels, okay? When you have two vowels together. So you have the first phrase, eu não sei o que eu estou fazendo. Eu não sei o que eu estou fazendo. But this is Google Translate. It's not a Brazilian speaking, okay? A Brazilian talking in the normal life. So you have eu não sei. Sei is S-E-I. So the I will be pronounced together with the other vowel, with O. So eu não sei. We pronounce it together. Que will be pronounced together with eu, because you have two vowels together again. So many times it happens. When you see two vowels together, it will be together. together. So, que eu não sei o que eu não sei o que eu tô fazendo. Okay? And many times when you say estou, you know that I pronounce like tô. So, tô fazendo. It means like making, doing. So, fazendo. The D, when you see that verbs like this in this form, it means like the verb in English when is ing at the end. In Portuguese is ndo. So when you see verbs in this form, many times we don't pronounce the letter G. It's very common to see Brazilians, we don't pronounce the letter G. And this is crazy in Portugal, because Portuguese people pronounce more the consoantes, and we Brazilians, we pronounce more the vowels. So we don't pronounce this consoante, but we pronounce the vowel, okay? So, eu não sei o que eu tô fazendo. Eu não sei o que eu tô fazendo. As you see, it's very, very together. So every time you see two vowels, you will probably sound it together, okay? Pronounce it together and sound it like stuck together. Eu não sei o que eu tô fazendo. Eu não sei o que eu tô fazendo, okay? There's a song that starts with that phrase. Eu não sei o que eu tô fazendo. What is the name? After I can show you and put my stories, okay, guys? But we have a music starting with this phrase, this exactly phrase, and you can hear people pronouncing. Eu não sei o que eu tô fazendo. Okay? I can leave for you the recommendation of the song after the class, because now I don't remember what's the name of the song. The second phrase is also from a Brazilian song and is te vejo errando. So it means like I see you making mistakes, okay? I see you make mistakes. So, te vejo errando. And we pronounce together, so te vejo errando. Te vejo errando. And not te vejo, stop, errando. Because we have two vowels together, so we will pronounce it together, okay? Te vejo errando. Te vejo errando. And the letter G, probably you will not listen to it. So, te vejo errando. Okay? It's also from a Brazilian song. I can leave after the recommendation my stories for you to practice. They are very good musics and very good songs to practice this kind of pronunciation, because when you see it in a music, many times the singer will sing it together to be more, I don't know, it's a song, guys, so para ficar dentro da rima. Né? So in the music you have some times and you need to respect the time of the music. So It's because of that music is very good to practice pronunciation. And another example, this is the last example I have for you today, okay? As I told you, today is Sunday, so I wouldn't like that you lost your Sunday with me here. You spend your time here. No, spend with your family, okay? Be with your family, or relaxing, or doing the things you want to do, okay? Because of that, our class today is a really short class and light class. So, é uma aula light, uma aula tranquila. Where is my last example? Here. Yeah. This is also funny. Very often we say like this. So you have vowel at the end, so vo and not vou. Okay, guys, it's important to say that you can pronounce like this. Okay, it's not a problem if you pronounce word by word, letter by letter. It's not a problem. I wanna give you here only types about how Brazilians pronounce. Okay, how you will sound it in the normal life. And if you wanna sound more, more fluent or like a native, it's nice for you to learn this pronunciation also. Okay, too. So vou. Para, we don't pronounce para. We write para, but we don't pronounce para. We pronounce pra. So we don't pronounce the first A. So vou pra praia. Vou pra praia. Vou pra praia. Instead of vou para praia. It's very different, right? So vou pra praia. It sounds so together. It means when you listen to it, you think, oh my god, it's only one word. But no, we have three here. So, vou pra praia. Vou pra praia. Every time we use the verb vou, you use this form vou para. So, it means I go to. You make the contraction. Vou pra escola. For example, I go to school. Vou pro mercado. I go to the supermarket. So, every time you listen to it together, okay? This verb and the verb estar as well. When you say eu estou, eu tô. Vocês estão, vocês estão. Okay? So these are the forms that we have, that we see most of time pronounced like this. Okay? With abbreviations. I think it's that in English. Alright, let me go back with comments. Yeah, and let me take it off. Okay. Yeah. Okay, guys. So I showed you today the sounds and the letters and the possibilities we have with junções, like junctions. I think is that in English. I'm not sure. But when you see things pronounced together, these are the most situations, and the most common situations that you will see it be pronounced together. The letter R. At the end, we don't pronounce, and it will be together with the next word. The letter C, it will be connected with a vowel and have a Z sound. The letter S, with a vowel, we have a Z sound. When you have a vowel at the end and the other word starts with a vowel, it will be together as well. When you have only a vowel at the end and you don't have a vowel in the other words, you don't pronounce that vowel. And many times we will see that. Ok? So, merci. Oui, merci beaucoup. Em francês, isso acontece bastante. We see it happens many times in French as well. Right? People who are French can understand it better. Better than us. Okay. So, thank you so much. Tomorrow, it's important to remember that tomorrow we start our free course. Today is the last warm-up class we had, and tomorrow we are gonna see all of these pronunciations. So the pronunciation of S, of Z, of R, of the vowels, the nasal sounds we have in Portuguese. So it will be a course only for pronunciation. Okay, we're gonna have audios to practice, to listen to practice, and also exercise for you to pronounce. It will be a very practical course. We are gonna be together for 4 days. So from Monday to Thursday, from Monday to Thursday, it will start tomorrow. But the classes will not be here on Instagram. It's important to say, okay? The classes will be on YouTube, and I will send the link for who are subscribed. So if you're not subscribed, you find the link in my profile. The link is brazilianing.com/sup. So make your registration. It's for free, okay? It will be online and free. And you will receive the link to participate in the class, and to receive the challenge, okay? The Oreos and the challenge, the pronunciation challenge. All right. So thank you so much for being here with me on Sunday. Really nice. I have never made a class on Sunday here. Really nice. I like it. And I hope you have a very nice Sunday with your family, doing the things you like. And see you tomorrow. I hope to see you tomorrow in the course. Ok? So, beijo e até mais.